Okay, so we've talked about the sleep that we need and the energy that we have, both kind of working together, but we want all of this repair and then energy so that we can push ourselves to the max. A lot of my clients are endurance, so they're doing their longest and fastest bike, run, swim, their hardest lift, their fastest lift. They're doing all these things that they're trying to push their bodies to the max. And we need to make sure that, like you said, we have the fuel in our bodies to do this. So can you talk a little bit about what nutrition is doing for our bodies in the actual function of using our muscles and using our bodies and our brains?
Yeah, food is huge in not only utilizing our muscles, but in how we build and grow our muscles as well. So as I mentioned before, as carbohydrates are digested, they turn into glucose. And as I mentioned, glucose is what gives your brain its energy, but it is also what allows the nutrients to be carried to your muscles. Um, so the nutrients that our muscles need to grow is protein. So our muscles react from the chemical need to repair and rebuild, and they use that through protein. So once we put strain on our muscles and we sort of like tear them, which is what it's called when you tear down your muscles from a really hard workout, we need to repair and rebuild them, and the way to do that is through protein. So it's sort of also important to note that just because your body, you need the protein, your muscles need it, and you're eating the protein, extra protein isn't going to make bigger muscles. Our muscles are only going to take the amount of protein that it needs. So any protein, beyond what your muscles need gets stored as fat. And that doesn't mean it's not called upon later to, when you work out again, it has now that stored protein or stored fat that it can use. But just by eating extra protein is not going to make bigger muscles. It's the combination of the work that you do and the strain that you put on the muscles with the protein that you're eating in order to rebuild them.
Right. So if you're trying to be super cut, this is not necessarily the way.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, it's very individual to each person, and if you're trying to get super cut, you're probably also like really tearing down your muscles and really working hard, so you probably need a ton of protein. So I think it's more of thinking of, the person who is not really using their muscles very strenuously and then overcompensating with a whole lot of protein. That's not going to automatically build you big muscles.
I've seen a lot of people who don't quite understand that point. So thank you for going over